The UK Supreme Court has been hearing arguments in a case against the Scottish Government over the legal definition of a woman. The campaign group for Women Scotland has brought the action against Scottish ministers over official guidance that includes trans women in that legal definition. Our Westminster correspondent Paris Koutsianis has been watching and joins us now. So Paris, what's this case all about?
Well, John, this is the latest legal battle in the debate about how trans rights fit in with women's rights. And while it's the Scottish Government defending itself at the UK's highest court behind me, this isn't about Scottish law, it's about UK law, the Gender Recognition Act and the Equality Act, which have both been on statute for decades. Guidance in Scotland, issued in relation to the counting of women on company boards, says that a trans woman with a gender recognition certificate is legally a woman. For Women Scotland says that undermines protections for women and the provision of single-sex spaces. Trans rights campaigners say it's trans protections that are under threat.
It will make it very hard in practice to operate the single-sex provisions under the Equality Act, and that's going to have knock-on effects on maternity services, healthcare, rape crisis shelters, hospitals, prisons, all sorts of areas which we currently take for granted.
We are concerned about the degree to which trans people have become a political football in this country, especially trans women, who are 1% of the population. We feel this is completely disproportionate and puts the everyday life of trans people at risk.
And Paris, lawyers acting on behalf of For Women Scotland have been making their case today. What did they say?
Well, what was striking about Aidan O'Neill KC's arguments was that he said by saying trans women had the same legal status as women, the Scottish Government was giving in to patriarchy, to sexism. He said the law has always put men ahead of women and denied them the right to vote, the right to own property, to have an education, and that this would be no different. The court was told that this isn't about transphobia, but biological denialism and fantasies of legal fiction by Scottish ministers. This appeal is being heard after two Scottish courts previously sided with the Scottish Government. Their lawyers will make their case tomorrow, but a ruling could take several more months.